Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a bit of a different type of video, but I'm going to be talking about how to grow your fitness social media. Now, I always get tons of DMs about how to grow my Instagram, how to grow my TikTok, how do you gain followers. So I thought, why not make a video on it? So I'm going to be breaking this down into 5 key areas that I think you need to focus on. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you my top 3 key principles to stick by when trying to grow a fitness social media. So I started my fitness Instagram at the end of 2020, so nearly 18 months ago now. And yeah, I literally just started an Instagram account because I just wanted to film my workouts, kind of, you know, keep myself accountable. Yeah, now we're here 18 months later and I've gained over 200,000 followers across all platforms. And yeah, it's pretty crazy, to be fair. And I absolutely love doing it. So I thought, why not share some of the insights and all the lessons that I've learned over this time to help some of you guys. But just a quick reminder that like, the first 7 or 8 months, I had no traction at all. I was like, probably had like 2,000 followers. And yeah, I was pretty much posting every single day, staying consistent, like putting so much effort in and like, you know, hundreds of hours a week into it, but like getting nothing out of it. But today I'm going to be taking you through everything that I've learned of like how to grow and build your online brand. So first we're going to talk about the different platforms that you can use when trying to grow a social media. So there's tons of different platforms. So we've got like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, all of them, but today we're going to be focusing on the main 3, which are YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'm going to break down for each one how you can grow and how to optimize your content to make sure you are growing your social media. So first off, we're going to talk about Instagram because this is what I started my journey with. So with Instagram, I'm going to take you through like my journey of how I grew and then some tips that you can use to make sure that you're growing with your social media. So the Instagram algorithms are always changing, and like pretty recently they've changed quite drastically, and I feel like they're just trying to become TikTok. But we're going to go through the algorithms and how you can optimize your content to grow on Instagram. So what made me grow a lot on Instagram was getting onto the explore page. I was always posting workouts, home workouts, like carousels, like workout videos that people could save, share. And at first I was hardly getting any engagement. I was probably getting like, you know, 100 likes, maybe like 20 saves. At this point I was like, I'm gassed, like 20 people had saved my workout. And yeah, then I started building, and it's all about consistency. Honestly, I was posting 1-2 workouts every single day. And then when some of my Instagram workouts started hitting the explore page, that's when my page started taking off. So what happened was one of my home workouts, which was literally just like a home chest workout, I was doing push-ups in my garden, that got like 1,000 likes, and it was all from the explore page. And that was literally because people were saving it, people were engaging, and that just pushes it onto the explore page. Then I realized that this worked, so I did it again. I did another home chest workout, and this got the same kind of results. I think this had like 2,000 or 3,000 likes, and I was like, I'm doing it again. So I did it one more time, and I did a home chest workout, literally filmed on my iPhone in my garden, and it got over 200,000 likes, like over 300,000 saves, and it probably gained me like 20,000 followers. So it's all about getting onto the explore page and reaching new accounts. So with your content across all platforms, you've always got to add value, whether it's through entertainment or information. Always add value. You've got to think, why are people going to follow you? Why do they want to follow your account? Why should they follow you? So if you're giving them constant value, they're more than likely going to follow you. So I'd probably say between 1 to 2 like main feed posts a day. You don't want to oversaturate your page with loads of content, because the content that you're posting probably isn't going to be as quality as it could be. So everyone always says focus on quantity over quality, but I think you've got to find that balance and make sure that you are staying consistent and you're getting that, like, you know, a good amount of content out, but it has to stay quality. So also, to touch on Instagram stories, you've got to stay consistent with them. I'd probably say to post every like couple of hours, and also again, make sure it's valuable and something that your followers are going to engage with. So utilizing Instagram stories by using the polls, the questions, use your links, and just make sure you're trying to get as much engagement through your stories so that they constantly come up on people's page. Okay, so now let's talk about YouTube. Now with YouTube, I probably haven't been as consistent as I should have been. Well, no, I definitely haven't been as consistent as I should be, because YouTube is probably the hardest platform to grow on, but it's definitely possible. Now I think a lot of people try too much to grow their YouTube from like other platforms, so from TikTok or Instagram. But I think the biggest way to grow a YouTube account is through your YouTube. You really want to optimize your YouTube content to start hitting the YouTube algorithms, so then you can like build an audience on YouTube. Like any other platform, you've got to stay consistent with your content and find like the balance of quality and quantity uploads, so maybe 1 to 2 uploads per week. Now what you should be posting is valuable content, entertaining content, and something that you enjoy. Honestly, there's nothing worse than making a YouTube video that you don't like to do. It's horrible to edit, it's horrible to film. Your followers probably will see that through the camera and they're probably not going to want to watch it. YouTube, people are going to be more than likely watching for 5-10 minutes, so they've had to click on the video and they're watching you for like 5 or 10 minutes, which builds a massive engagement with the actual audience. And that's where you can really start building that engagement with your followers and also make some earnings from it. Now, editing YouTube videos is also very time consuming. I think you want your viewers and your followers to watch the video for as long as you can, because watch time means the most. If people are watching your video for a long time, YouTube knows, oh, people are on this video and they're on the platform for a long time, so let's push it out to more people. So editing and optimizing the content to keep it quick, valuable, and entertaining to watch is really important. Now also take advantage of the YouTube Shorts. That's what's grown me massively. One of my YouTube videos got over 68 million views. 68 million, that's absolutely crazy. And that was a video that I initially made for Instagram. YouTube thumbnails is also absolutely huge. You've got to make your thumbnails eye-catching and like that someone's going to scroll through and click and watch. And also titles are massive as well. So your title and thumbnail is the biggest thing with a YouTube video. That's what's going to get people to initially click, and then hopefully your content is good enough that they watch the video. Now let's talk about TikTok. Now this is something that I've kind of recently started to pick up and I've really like grown massively on over the past month or so. Now with TikTok, you've got to keep your videos short, like 15 to 30 seconds max. So those first 2 seconds have got to be very eye-catching. It's got to have a hook and it's got to get people to watch the rest of the video. So you've got to keep your content short and snappy, and it's got to add value. And once again, consistency is key. I found that like posting 3 times a day, 3 to 4 times on TikTok a day is what's like optimal for my growth. And also take advantage of the TikTok analytics, you know, see when your followers are most active and then post during those times. Stay consistent with TikTok, post 3 to 4 times a day, use live. Okay, so next we're going to talk about finding your niche. Now I think it's very hard to find your niche on any social media or any kind of business, but you will find it. Now what does finding your niche even mean, and like how do you even go about doing it? Now finding your niche is like finding like a specific area that you kind of excel in, and then you know you'll find other people that enjoy that type of content, and that will just build like a really strong community of people that enjoy that niche. And I remember like when I first started, I was like kept seeing like things on how to grow your thing. You need to find your niche, and I was like, I don't know what my niche is. How do I find my niche? I think you just come across it, and I still don't even know what my niche is. I've got a few like rugby, entertainment, little things that I like to do, but it's just important to experiment with loads of other things, you know, post different types of content, see what you enjoy, see what does well, just keep posting different things and finding like what's working and what you're enjoying the most. Then all of a sudden you'll find what works, and then I guess that's your niche. Which leads me on to my next point, which is you. You need to get your personality across and get people to like you for you. Now, I remember when I first started, it was so hard to kind of portray myself on camera. I didn't know how to get my personality across, and I was kind of just doing things that other people were doing, and it just didn't work. And that just comes with time and practice. Like talking to a camera now just feels really natural, and I can just talk to a camera like it's a person. But I remember filming my first video that actually spoke to the camera, and oh my God, I think I've refilmed it like 5 times. And honestly, just be yourself. You probably hear so many people say it. It's like, you know, be yourself, do this, but that's what it's all about. You've literally got to just express yourself on camera, express your views, get your personality across, and people will enjoy it. Now, I think that also comes down to just not caring what other people say. I always get loads of questions about like, how do you have the confidence to do it? How do you not care what other people say? And the simple thing is, I literally don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks. I love doing this, and I really enjoy doing it for you guys, and I just have so much fun doing it. So why would I let someone who's just got negative thoughts and literally has just got nothing else better to do other than like hate on what I'm doing stop me from doing what I want to do? Like honestly, anyone who's talking negatively about you, or you know, they're hating, or they're just, you know, they're just jealous of you, or they're unhappy with their own lives, so they have to like bring someone else down to, you know, make themselves feel better. And trust me, it's not worth stressing about someone like that when you can just focus on yourself, do what you enjoy, and yeah, just crack on doing it, man. Honestly, don't think about anyone else and just focus on what you're doing. Now, that leads me on to my next point, which is equipment, cameras, and everything like that. Now, we always get tons of questions as well, of like, what camera do you use? What's your camera setup? What mics do you use? And while all this equipment is important and can really like level up your content, they're not that important. If you don't have a camera and you can't afford a camera, just do it on your phone. Everyone's got a phone in their pocket. Literally, just pull this out, get the camera, and most cameras on phones nowadays are like 1080p, 4K even, and that's more than enough. If the content is good, the camera doesn't matter. You can film on the best camera in the world, but if the content and the idea and the storytelling behind the actual content is shit, no one's gonna watch it. But if you film on your phone and you've got an absolutely amazing idea, people are still gonna watch it. But the camera that I do use is a Canon M50, and I've got a few different lenses. So I've got a Sigma 30mm f1.4 lens and a Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. I'll link them all in the description. With camera equipment and things like that, it can definitely level up your content, but if you're just kind of starting out and you're in that like first initial journey, you don't need it. Trust me, focus on the other elements of like content creation, so being creative, storytelling, and the actual content rather than the equipment, and that's going to take you a long way. Okay, on to the next point. We're going to talk about the values that you need when trying to grow a social media. Now, it's important to think about, why do you actually want to do this? Like, do you want it for the followers, for the fame, or do you actually enjoy and want to kind of excel in this career because you enjoy doing it? A lot of people start a fitness account, they want to grow, they want those followers, they want the sponsors, they want all this, and then after a couple of months it doesn't come, they haven't got 10,000 followers, and they fall off and they're just, you know, stop posting. And that is what happens with about 90% of people who try to do social media. I initially just started posting my workout content and then just wanted to like help other people with their workouts, and then when it started to take off, then I kind of understood the importance of social media and the potential career that it could create. But I fell in love with the processes and actually making the content rather than like the followers and views and things. If you're constantly thinking of, I need 1 million views, I want this, I want 10,000 followers, and you're not thinking about, I want to make the best type of videos, you're probably not going to get there. And when you do get there, it's so underwhelming. Now, I remember when I first started, I had a massive whiteboard in my house and I like wrote some goals of what I wanted to do, and they were like, get 10,000 views on a YouTube video, get 100,000, get 10,000 followers. And when I kind of understood this and like changed my mindset, rubbed them all off and changed it to post 10 videos, post 15 videos. And when I started focusing on posting more and the actual content, that's when the followers came. And I think a lot recently on TikTok, I've been seeing people like wanting to grow and they're just posting absolute shit content, like a picture of them or a video of them with like a trending sound and just like some random text that's adding completely no value at all. And you've got to think, why are people going to follow you for that? Trust me, don't do that. Focus on actually adding value and kind of getting your personality across, which is going to, you know, build a much more solid audience than some shit TikTok. Now, while I'm on this point, I'm going to also touch on like sponsors and brand deals quickly. Now, when I first started, I remember like a few brands approaching me and wanting to send me things, and I was like, oh my God, I'm getting free stuff. Yes, free stuff, who doesn't want that? But looking back, I'm like, probably shouldn't have done it. Now, I remember working with some brands, I'm not going to name them, but I worked with a few brands when I first started, and it was just free things. I wasn't actually getting paid to do it, but I was just getting free stuff, and I was like pushing it to my followers and things, but I didn't actually know what, you know, I didn't really use their products anyway. And I've kind of built that over time, and I've understood like what, you know, your followers aren't stupid. They're going to know when you actually enjoy a product and when you use it. And when you start doing that and being like vulnerable, being honest, and actually promoting products you enjoy, that's going to be so more valuable in the long run than like just promoting some shit thing for some money. And also, how to get sponsored is kind of a thing that people always ask me as well, especially with My Protein. Now, My Protein actually reached out to me on Instagram and just sent me a message saying they'd seen my content and they wanted me to be part of the program. And that's probably the best way to go about it. Try and make the best content, stand out, you know, build an audience, and then the brands will come to you. But that doesn't mean you can't reach out to brands. Definitely reach out to brands and try and, you know, get in touch with them, and you might get a sponsor through that way. But also remember, trying to reach out to a brand and a company to get a sponsor when you haven't actually got that solid base or foundation of content and they don't think it's valuable enough to sponsor you, they're not gonna. So, you know, once again, focus on your content, focus on your audience, and the brands will come to you. So yeah, cheeky little plug. If you do want anything from My Protein, use the link in the description and code MAXB. It'll save you some money and it will also help me out massively. So the last point I'm going to talk about before I tell you about the 3 key principles that I stick by is your physique. Now remember, we're in the fitness industry and a physique attracts eyes. It's sad to say, and it's not always relative, but having a good physique definitely helps build your fitness social media. But it's important to remember, this is social media. Not everything is real life, and what you see on the camera, what you see on the photos, the edits, the Lightroom is not real life. Right, so if you've made it to this far in the video, you must be serious about growing your fitness social media, and you know how important engagement is, so hit the subscribe button, drop a like and drop a comment. I appreciate you all. But now let's talk about the 3 key principles that I stick by to grow your fitness social media. So key principle number 1, and you've probably guessed it, it is consistency. Now, I've probably banged on about this the whole video, but honestly, it is so important. When starting, if your mindset is I'm in this game for 5, 10, 15 years, you're gonna have such an easier time enjoying the process rather than if you just want 10,000 followers. Even when you're starting and you're getting no money or views or anything, it can be so difficult, and trust me, the growth is exponential. It is definitely worth it. Key principle number 2 is remember your values. Why do you want to do this? What do you want to achieve? And where do you want to be in the next 5, 10 years? You've got to add value, and you've got to have a reason for people to follow you. Be yourself, remember your key values as a person, as a human being, and portray them through your social media. And the last key principle that I always stick by is have fun. Enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, you're doing something wrong. Social media has got to be a fun place. Stay positive, have fun, and enjoy what you're doing, because if you're not enjoying it and it feels like a chore, it might not be for you. So try and have fun and enjoy it as much as you can. Trust me, your followers will enjoy that a lot more, and so will you. So yeah, I wish you all the best, and if you've got any questions or anything, comment down below. What do you think should make a video on next? So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and from me and how to grow your fitness social media, I'll see you in the next video.